It would be an understatement to say that battle royales are a popular genre of game. In fact, there's more battle royales than there are ways to cook a potato. And I, for one, love a good potato with my battle royale. What is amazing is that despite their variance, each successive BR has become a stepping stone, allowing each other game to pick and choose which elements they think will make their game successful. With the release of SpellBreak, I decided that I'd like to highlight each of the games I felt made waves that rippled throughout the community of battle royales. SpellBreak is a free-to-play spellcaster battle royale game where you play as a mage who wields gauntlets of different elemental types. Each player wields a primary gauntlet, which cannot be changed during the course of the game, but grants you special passive abilities as the game progresses. You may also wield a secondary gauntlet, which can be hot-swapped if you find a better one. SpellBreak borrows some aspects that MOBA players will be familiar with, such as mana cost, cast times, channeling abilities, to name a few. Veterans of the game Smite will be excited to finally be able to flex their skills in a genre that's been flooded with first and third-person shooters. SpellBreak, however, offers a clean and simple list of abilities, one basic attack for each gauntlet, and one heavy attack with a longer cooldown. Additionally, you can pick up one bonus ability which range from invisibility to flight. One other thing SpellBreak needed to improve upon were its items and equipment. In a battle royale, I can't be bothered to figure out which item build path will maximize my character's damage potential while also maintaining durability to tank incoming damage. SpellBreak offers 3 items of 5 different rarities: an amulet for mana, a belt for armor, and boots for run speed. This type of statistical and visual design comes from Fortnite and works well. When you see a purple gauntlet or boots on the ground, you know immediately if they are better or worse than what you have equipped already. The game is exactly what you're looking for in a game about spellcasters fighting to the death. Fights often become these spectacles of spell interactions, near misses, and great escapes, with characters flying around casting thunderbolts on the ground as someone else dashes into a smoke, becoming invisible. There's no doubt that this game is immersive, and frankly, I'm not surprised how popular it is becoming around the same time that Avatar: The Last Airbender is making a resurgence. SpellBreak forgoes teammate respawning, which was popularized by Apex Legends, and adopted into almost every other top-tier BR since it generally makes the game more enjoyable when playing in squads. I think SpellBreak can get away with it for now, considering the match size is 42 players and generally doesn't last longer than 20 minutes, but it certainly doesn't feel great to be knocked out of the game right when you land, only to have your teammates lose a 3v2 for second place. Currently, the game suffers from 2 main issues in my opinion. The first problem is the prevalence of bots. This is something that Proletariat has acknowledged and made a few fixes to resolve. Now, these bots don't pose any real threat to players, but they feel like cheap and easy kills, which is fine if you're into that, but I'll pass. Their purpose in the game is to fill out lobbies and lower queue times. But frankly, I would rather wait the extra minute or 2 to have a lobby filled with actual players. The second issue is time to kill. While streaming the game, a friend of mine said, "This game looks really cool, but it looks really hard to finish your fights." It seemed like every fight I got into lasted well over a minute, and sometimes ended with my opponent using their movement ability to leave the fight completely. And while 1 minute might not sound like a long time, when you consider the time to kill of other games in the genre, fights in SpellBreak feel like an eternity. This often leads to other teams seeing your fight from a distance and deciding that your little fight deserves a third or fourth party involved. Based on other streamers I've watched, this isn't always the case. They seem to be able to land 3 or 4 abilities and take down opponents pretty quickly. But these guys are insanely talented and are more than likely the exception and not the rule. I'm excited to see where the developer, Proletariat, takes the game from here. I personally would love to see some big prize pool tournaments to draw more eyes, as well as pushing teams to discover best techniques at gauntlet combinations, with top-tier players potentially adopting roles on their teams, like sniper, crowd controller, or close-range specialist. Equally as important is how the devs decide to balance existing mechanics and introduce new ones. They have a great niche for themselves right now, but if they aren't prepared to keep up with the success, we could see someone else come along and execute the idea better. PUBG. You can certainly expect to see me posting more videos and gameplay of SpellBreak here, as well as on my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/KDad. Leave a like and subscribe to prepare for my next BR Craze video. If you have suggestions for games I should try or feedback on today's video, leave a comment down below. And take it easy.